And we're back for the bottom panel mount. So here I have my new bottom panel, which just arrived today. I have preloaded it with some M3 by 8s, or sorry, M5 by 8s with some hex nuts. And these are the M5 by 8s are actually fastening two DIN rails. They run this way, so side to side. Two DIN rails at 2 points. So all of the electronics will mount to the DIN rails, and then this will be fastened in. So what I'm going to do now is put all of the end caps that you can see here, like this. And I'm going to go ahead and bolt them all into place, and I'll be back to show you how that worked out. Actually, go this way. So I'm going to pause the video, back in a few minutes. Now, I could just stop here. In fact, I could just have stopped when I had these two, because they're the only ones that really support the DIN rails. But the entire panel, I think, needs proper supports. So I'm actually going to install all of the smaller bits all around the corners as well. But you do you. And now we're going to do the last one on this side. One of my mantras is might as well go all out. Might as well, if you can, try to avoid half-assing something, fully ass it instead. So here we have the final bolt in the bottom of the skirt caps. So the bottom panel is now fully captured by these blue bits. It overlaps the bottom panel by a centimeter or so. I didn't actually get an exact measurement, but something. And that end of the panel is also captured by the bottom of the skirt. So basically the panel's pinched between this blue part and this purple part. And so the bottom panel is not going anywhere. It's nice and solid, nice and stable. The DIN rails, which are mounted to it, are now also nice and solid and stable, so we got a good solid base on which to mount our electronics. I'm going to pause the video here, and I flip the printer over, and we're going to look at what it looks like down from the top view into the electronics bay. Okay, so here we have the beginning of the electronics bay. As I said, the DIN rails go not quite end to end, like there's about a centimeter gap here between the DIN rail and the edge of the skirt, and that's fine. Your electronics aren't going to mount right up against the skirt anyway. And the DIN rails are captured by these 4 bolts, and so they're nice and solid. And yeah, we're ready to start mounting electronics next. So I'm going to get some wiring done. I will be running, as I mentioned in previous videos, I'm going to be running my motor wires in the extrusion slots down the side here. And so I'm going to have to remove temporarily the housing, the JST XH housing for the motor pins here, so I can slide the wires down past the blind joint bolt in the frame extrusion. So, but if you don't want to run your wires down the extrusion slots, that's completely optional. In fact, I don't even know that I'm going to record the actual wiring process, because I know I will get a whole lot of grief and complaints about my shitty wiring job, but that's okay. You do you. So there are alternative paths you can take if you want to wire your electronics differently. I'm not going to force you in one direction or another, but whatever makes the most sense to you and gives you the sense that you have a safe and capable printer. All right, well, that's it for this video. I'll be back, as I said, with more once I have some of the electronics mounted in the electronics bay. Thanks for watching.